What up?
You shout.
Welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject here. Today we have a lot coming up. We gonna escape the forever purge.
Yeah.
We got COVID petri dishes, cancel flight, and we cancel culture is not letting up.
They are not.
All that and more on this week's episode of Insert Subject here.
Yeah.
So how you doing today, Anthony?
I'm groovy. How about yourself?
Oh. First, before we get into everything, two birthday celebrations.
Yeah.
First, I want to say a shout out to one of my Dove Love sisters that I graduated from Western with, Jessica. I ran
What
into
up, shawty?
her at the Soca Wine Festival on her birthday. Me and my sisters were out celebrating. And let me tell you something.
Her and her sisters.
My sisters. At Western, we had a good time. Like, Jessica, and you'll notice her in some of the comments. Like, I love the way her brain thinks. Because she will say something and she'll come back and comment and keeping that conversation going.
Does. I appreciate you.
Yes. And she really creates some thought-provoking things. Like, I'll be one place and then she'll come and spin it. And I love people and their minds. So happy birthday again,
Happy
Jessica.
birthday, Jessica.
So I know. Oh, I know.
Okay.
That's what they were doing
That's what they said.
at the Soca
I
Wine.
was whining Jessica.
And then, we finally got around to really celebrating one of our friends, Dame.
Dame Dollar.
Now, our friends are the greatest.
Yes.
So it was a scavenger hunt to figure out where we were going to go because we had one idea in mind and then
it got blown up at the last minute.
Because I don't understand how you have several karaoke rooms and then all of the speakers are blown.
Establishment, you have to do better.
You got to do better. So we found downtown, small little cozy intimate bar.
That's a nice way to put it.
Nice way of putting it.
A cozy intimate situation.
So all of the seats were taken. So he got a seat by the door, and everybody just thought he was the bouncer.
Yeah.
So we just went with it.
Y'all see him down there at the bottom of the screen. He was guarding. He took it serious. Like, he would look out the door and see people coming, and he would, like, we could be laughing here.
I don't know how he kept a straight face the whole time.
And I'm laughing the entire time.
So before we get too much further, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to this page. Turn the notification bell on so you know when we always drop a new video. What in the COVID is going on over there?
It ain't COVID. I tried to eat something before I came in and it was... I'm good.
So, was you down Rolling Loud?
Go back. I wasn't there, but guess who was there? The baby.
Oh, wait a second. Listen, this was an ever-going debacle with the baby. And I'm so glad the Pockets got a deduction.
Ooh,
and the publicist said, shut the mouth.
He finally got one. I've been saying that. I've commented everywhere that would allow me. Where's his people and why haven't they changed his passcodes? Like, he don't need to have his own control of his own social media.
And his apologies were like,
he doubled down.
Stop.
That's how you knew this was a publicist. Because reading that, that wasn't him. Because his double down was, this is what I feel. Y'all ain't never met a real one.
When he said, and please pardon this word, but when he said all my GAYS's is clean GAYS's, I was like, oh, I don't mess with no dirty GAYS's.
And that was the thing. Like, he had a moment where he was like, because me and homie in the crop top that was on the fence, that was like when white people say, I have a black friend.
Yes.
That was the moment for me where I was like, oh, this is all him. He freestyled.
Just stop.
He committed. He stuck with it. That's what he did.
But finally, the phone got taken.
Because the label said they about to be done with you.
Yes.
So what do you want? I mean, I'm festivals that I had never heard of canceled him.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, I've never heard of the Oompa Loompa Festival, but he's no longer on the ticket. I don't even know how that happened.
And you know it's bad when Elton John put his glasses on and said, I got next.
Hey, tag me in. Tag me in, Madonna. I got this. Jesus.
Right. And then who was it? Was it Questlove that spoke out? And then
Questlove spoke out.
I don't even know who you are. I was like, stop.
But that's typical bravado response. I don't know. Everyone knows who the Roots are.
Everyone.
You were on Jimmy Fallon performing before. You saw Questlove on the drums.
Yes.
Like, that was just but that apology showed you exactly how much bravado he has.
Yes.
The label said, fix it or be broke.
That is correct.
But it's about time. I won't linger. But it's about time. The boy came in the industry. He was slapping people in hotels on video. He assaulted a dude in a Gucci store on video. He killed somebody. Like, didn't make video, but then he sung about it in every song. It was time for the chickens to come to roost, as they say.
Yeah, so where do we cancel culture said, pull over.
Pull over. Pull over.
No part for me. That's all.
No, I'm just joking. Them's is just jokes. Them's is just jokes.
I'm going back. Yikes.
No, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Those was just jokes. My bad, guys. Don't cancel me.
Listen, address it. Insert subject here, pod@gmail.com, but say to Kia, not to me. I don't want to take it personally.
So make sure y'all flood them comments. Say happy birthday to Jessica.
Yes, and Dane.
And Dane. So the COVID's is going back up in Chicago. Y'all got next.
Jesus Christ, y'all. Just wear the mask, bro. Like, vax or not to vax. That is your question.
That is.
Not mine to answer for you. But just put the mask on.
Just do
all you gotta do is put the mask on. Future told y'all. Mask on.
I hope while y'all at the Lollapalooza that y'all can get home, because Spirit canceling flights, 227 flights nationwide. Listen, if you call out sick to travel, let this be your lesson.
Yes.
If you use an FMLA to go partay, let this be your lesson. Because I don't know how I would call my job and be like, yeah, I'm still sick.
I think it's that Delta. Yeah. It's that Delta. No, you should have got on Delta and flew your butt home instead of being cheap. That's what you should have did. Southwest would have never.
Never would they ever.
Just that Delta variant. It bit me.
Spirit said they have had enough.
Spirit said, I'm over y'all now.
And they saying that the pilots are striking.
Yeah. Well, I would never. I'm not flying Spirit.
I'm scared.
Sorry.
I'm in danger.
So I can talk trash because Spirit, y'all ain't never got to worry about me. But I would feel like as a pilot, when you apply, you shoot for United and Delta, then Southwest, then JetBlue, then Air Alaska, then Air Mexico.
What?
And then every other third world country, and then Spirit.
Man, oh man. And our daughter used to work for Spirit, and the horror stories she would come back and tell us, I would be like,
Daddy, I can get you a flight to Florida for $13.
I'd be like, do it come with a
okay.
seatbelt?
It's okay. I'll pass. I don't need that flight that bad.
So make sure you like this video. Keep the conversation going in the comment section below. If you know what's going on with Spirit, let us know. If you work for Spirit or know somebody that do, let us know.
Or if you work for Southwest, I could use a companion or a buddy pass.
Heck yeah. So, years ago, back in 96, I believe it was, Space Jam came out. And little known ish fact, I used to be in love with Tweety Bird. Like, everything was Tweety Bird. My oldest daughter's nursery was Tweety Bird, and I went to see Space Jam, and I'll tell you, it was probably me and only about 10 other people in the movie theater that went to see it. So I don't know what made them decide, let's run this thing back.
LeBron James. Look, Space Jam, even though it was only 10 people in the movie theater, Space Jam made a lot of money.
It did.
Space Jam spawned tennis shoes. Space Jam made a lot of money. And LeBron was like, I'll take it. I will say this, though. Watching it, because it's a million reviews out here, so I'm pretty sure you can find a million reviews. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. But it was too much Warner Brothers for me. Mm-hmm. Like, it was just a lot going. They had any Warner Brother character you could find was in the movie. And it was a lot.
I wonder why they thought to do that.
Yeah, like King Kong was sitting in the back, and you're distracted because they're like watching the basketball game. Because I'm not gonna give away spoilers. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not giving you a spoiler. But King Kong, like they're playing a basketball game, and instead of having bleachers, they just have all these Warner characters just around, and it's distracting because I'm not even looking at LeBron. I'm looking at like, is that? Wait a minute, is that the Mask?
I saw the Mask. I saw it.
Yeah, it was a lot going, like everything they could.
And I don't even know who thought that was a good idea.
LeBron was a cartoon character for 60% of the movie. It was just weird, man. But it did what it was supposed to do. And if I was an 8 or 9-year-old kid, I probably would have enjoyed it, even though they don't know who Bugs Bunny is.
Yeah. They don't know who all those characters are.
Fun fact, I don't know where I was, and the guy stopped me and said, did you know Bugs Bunny was 82 years old this year? The character Bugs Bunny is 82 years old. Kids today have no clue what a Bugs Bunny is.
No, they don't. The Looney Tunes don't even come on anymore. I mean, they getting canceled, like Pepe Le Pew. I used to love the Pepe Le Pew.
Free Pepe Le Pew, man.
But he got canceled because you got to be sensitive now.
Listen, Pepe was really aggressive. Pepe was really aggressive.
He was super aggressive. Hey, he did give some non-consensual kisses.
Yeah, among other things.
Yeah.
My man Pepe.
And then we did go and see Escape Room, the second one. I don't know what the name is. Hopefully Anthony can post-production edit that up here somewhere.
Or if not, it was Escape Room 2.
Now,
Dos.
I am really big into puzzles and using my brain and stuff. So I love escape rooms. Like, I absolutely love to go to them and really
As you can see, we broke out. Look at that picture.
And we broke out.
Probably right here. We broke out.
We took our kids for the first time. It was one that we saw years and years ago before COVID, where the people started off blindfolded and handcuffed, and we always wanted to do that one. Of course, because of touchy, feely, you can't do that now because they want you to be socially distanced. So we didn't start out handcuffed and blindfolded.
And they ain't tell us that till after we got there and I had paid all these monies.
Right. But nevertheless,
it was still a fun room. I'll say that. It was a fun room, but should have told me that.
Yeah. So looking at the movie Escape Room, I love the theming behind the movies in part 1 and part 2. But the overall story of part 2, yeah, you could have kept that.
It left a lot to be desired.
It did.
It was too many holes. Like, it was a tournament of champions. No spoilers. Tournament of champions, but we only saw one movie.
Right.
To know
that these were the champions.
Just, like, I didn't know it was a bunch of these going on.
Right.
So they made a plot develop during this second movie that
it was very
had a few holes in it.
It did.
Yeah.
But the rooms, I gotta say, the stuff that they came up with to escape, and I was sitting there trying to figure it out myself. I was like, oh, they should do this. Oh, look at that. So yeah, I would recommend to go see it if you like brain teasers.
But go in with very low expectations, and you'll leave satisfied with low expectations.
Agreed.
Like, don't go in expecting a lot.
Now listen. If you expect a lot out of this forever Purge,
you should.
Let me tell you something. The Purge franchise movies, I like the costumes. So I guess like
Yes.
Escape Room, I like the houses.
Yep.
Purge, I love the costumes. And this one, they had some pretty
Yes, they did.
dope costumes.
Yes, they did.
But the whole beginning of it, I was like, is this the Purge? It's confusing.
Yeah, we were watching like, I don't know. Is this how it's supposed to start?
Right.
It was.
Is we in the right place?
Is this the right movie? they no spoilers for none of this, but they gave you a glimpse into the ideals of Trump's America.
They did. And I was not expecting that.
Nope. But what I was thinking about was they gave you that glimpse, and I can imagine because of COVID, everything was pushed back. Imagine if this would have come out while he was in office.
Ooh, yes.
Like
yes,
this would have been a tough one. This would have been a very controversial one if he was still in office.
Yes.
Because they showed no spoilers, but they showed the imaginary wall.
They did.
This was Trump's America.
It was very interesting. Movie sucked.
I am gonna say sucked, but I wouldn't have paid to go to the movie theater, but I'd have hurried up and ran to whatever streaming service and watched it.
I wasn't vested in the characters. Like, it was too much thrown, like this person and root for this person. And I was
and it was the typical arch. Like, they start out one way, oh, we can't work together, then we work together, and now we're buddy. It's a weird. It was Trump's America, though.
It was definitely Trump's America.
They managed to pull that off.
And it was absolutely nothing like any other Purge.
No, it wasn't. You're absolutely right.
Which really frustrated me because I liked there wasn't these like real gruesome, scary, like, oh, I'm coming to get you, where you're like, oh my God, don't let them come get you. And this CGI that they're using in these movies.
Throw it away.
This is getting ridiculous.
Throw it away. You either get good at it or throw it away.
Right.
At this juncture.
Because there was parts of it that looked like a video game. I was like, did he just fly? Like, you have a stick person. He just, ugh.
Yes.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
But it was still an entertaining movie to me.
It was entertaining. It took us about 2 days to get through it. Like, we watched it and was like, all right, I'm going to sleep. Woke up.
She said she was going to sleep. I was ready to finish watching this amazing movie. This was a 6 out of 10. Maybe 6.5.
Really? I would give it a 4. Okay.
It has rewatch value.
Yeah.
It does. Because I'm going to watch it again. Because I feel like we missed we had a little disconnect by stopping and going back to it. But anyway.
Okay. Well, rock out what you got.
Y'all comment below if y'all watch it or saw it. Let me know what you think.
Or any of these movies, and tell us what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we are in the market to try to find a new series. We have tried The Girlfriend Experience, which we talked about before. We're trying to get through season 3. We quit.
I quit.
It's too much.
It did, yeah.
Now, just to give you a little bit of information, The Girlfriend Experience is about girls that sign up to be escorts.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just the ones that show up to dinner with you.
Yeah.
If you can pick up what I'm putting down.
They provide after dinner mints.
Oh, they do. And if you would like coffee, ain't that what they say? You want to come back for coffee?
A nightcap.
And this one, I can't get into.
It wasn't. They had too many things going on.
They did.
Like, it's less. This latest season is less about the girlfriend experience and more about her job.
Right.
And it's kind of like a.
And I can't even take her seriously.
I
Like,
can't.
you gotta have some sort of appeal,
She has none.
And it's like these dead breaks of silence. Like, are you enjoying your dinner?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying my dinner too. Would
So
you like
what's
some?
next?
Well, what did you say? Like,
It was weird.
so we're in the market for some movies and some shows and series because it seems like everything is kind of winding down. And I like the Real Housewives shows, but they're not my favorite. I'd like something to watch. So if you have any ideas or thoughts or some things, I'm even thinking about, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I'm even thinking about going back to watch those and just
say no, guys. Help me.
But I heard it's really good,
Oh
except
no,
for like
what's
the last.
happening? Help me.
So, Anthony,
Yes.
what do you have for us this week?
Let me start by saying the internet's taught me a lesson about opinions this weekend. And I can handle pushbacks about my opinion. So everything that was said on my post was, I took it all in fun as it was intended. But my biggest takeaway was how people choose to respond. So I made a post asking, because we were having a conversation in the house about classic albums. And I made a post like, what do you use? What's your criteria to deem something a classic album? And I used, for example, my take that I do not think Reasonable Doubt was a classic album to me, in my opinion. I felt like there were other Jay-Z albums to me that were classic albums. And some people, were shocked with no further elaboration. It was like, oh my God, you said that. Some people were appalled because everyone knows it's a classic, was the words I saw a lot. Some couldn't believe I didn't see the imagery in Jay-Z's lyrics on that album. One brave soul actually agreed and said I didn't think it was a classic. But Steve Williams of KDW, my fellow Poly alum, and that's some good food, y'all check him out. That's some good grub over there. He helped me to see that for some people, for most people, a classic is determined by where you were at the time when you heard it and how it impacted you. So it's nostalgic. Everybody's experiences aren't the same, so I understood that what's a classic to you isn't a classic to me, and I'm open to share my opinion because it's not one of those things where somebody's going to die because we had differing opinions on what's a classic and what's not. But it was just interesting to me. The lesson that came was to see how people reacted, because I felt like some people just reacted for the sake of being a part of the majority. Groupthink is defined as the practice of thinking or making decisions as a group in a way that discourages creativity or individual responsibility. You like what you like. Your opinion is your opinion. What you feel is a classic is what you feel is a classic. And we can debate it, because I'm up for a good debate. My kid can tell you, we have great debates around the house. So I'm up for a good debate. But at the end of the debate, we just move on because it was just a debate of opinions. It's just not that serious, though. Sorry. And so I appreciated everybody's take that had something to say based on what they felt made it a classic, but it doesn't take away from my take that I felt another album was a classic. So I say all that to say, not every table is the table for you. You don't have to subscribe to Groupthink. Think what you want. If you really are part of the majority because you agree with the ideas that the majority has presented, cool. I got that out. I'm not even going to cut to her. But if you're not, and you're just saying it to just be a part of the majority, then you should rethink and think about what you really like and what you really think. That's all I got.
I do go through controversial posts that people put on social media, or like through Shade Room or Baller Alert and things. And I go through and look at the comments and the people that go back and forth with people simply for their opinion. You do not all have to agree. I mean, that is what we've learned in school for years. I don't understand why I can't have my opinion. Missy Elliott, to me, all she do is make bird skeets over a nice beat. But I have always loved her music. We just watched like a unofficial kind of documentary on YouTube about Danity Kane.
Yes.
And then they started talking about Dirty Money. And I love Dirty Money.
Classic album to me.
And I could play it, and I just love the instruments and the sounds and everything. But the company just didn't want to push behind them for whatever reasons. But
it wasn't received well by people. It didn't sell well, surprisingly to me, because it was a great album. Like, it was an amazing body of work from beginning to end.
Correct.
To me.
Correct. Looking for someone to love me. Like, come on.
That joint.
Y'all don't
Man,
like
that was
that?
ahead of its time. It was so ahead of its time.
It was.
I get it.
I'm going to go back and listen to it.
Again. Yes, Makia.
I have a question. Why do people have to touch the glass when ordering in Chipotle? They be like, let me get the rice, fajitas, beans. Like, can you not order with just your mouth? Like, that irritates me. And then they be like, and sometimes if they're taller, you know, the top of the glass over topping. And I'm just sitting there like, corn. Can I get some more corn? Like, oh, I just don't why?
I don't know.
Have y'all noticed that? Like, people, even back when I used to go to Subway, because now I know that they're tuna, not real tuna. So now I'm questioning, is anything in there real?
Bruh.
But they'd be like, give me the hots, lettuce to me.
What's this sauce right here? Put that on there.
If you feel my pain, hashtag touchless ordering. We don't have to touch. And then I stand back and I'm like, can I get the rice? Fajitas. I keep my hands in my pocket. Like, because you just all over. And another question with Chipotle. Why do y'all always run out of stuff?
Bruh. Y'all got to do better.
Why
Y'all got to hire new management and do better.
They have to. It's either they running out of stuff or the to-go orders is so backed up that you got to stop all the in-person orders to hurry up and fix these to-go. Chipotle, y'all need a better system.
Y'all need it. I'm telling you, hire more people, hire a better manager, and run the store.
We were in a Chipotle and the employees were cussing at the manager.
Yes.
And we was like, yep, let's collect our
I was like,
belongings.
I'm going to go ahead and not eat it.
I could not believe that.
I'm going to go ahead. Because he was like, I ain't doing S, Darnell. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't think my bowl's gonna come out right.
Y'all ain't cooked that chicken at all, did y'all?
No.
I'm going to go ahead and go.
Not at all. So that's all I got for y'all this week.
Come on, Chipotle. Do better.
Do better,
y'all.
Because I love Chipotle.
I do.
Another question. Is the corn supposed to be cold? Because I've had corn sometimes that's like, I want to say like maybe room temperature.
I've had cold corn, and I like the cold corn because most of the other condiments are cold. But there's one time I had frozen corn.
Yes.
That didn't go over well for me.
It didn't, and I have had the frozen corn or the like a step below frozen more often than I've had the room temperature.
Which is fair.
And I just want to, Chipotle, I really want to support y'all, but I don't know.
Do better, y'all.
So that's it for the week.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It costs nothing. And with that, I'm Ant.
And I'm Makia.
And thanks for stopping by the Cosmic Issue today.
Bye.
Peace.